13 real reasons you're not motivated, and how to overcome them. Lack of motivation may make you almost paralyzed and keep you from taking action. If you're tired of feeling unmotivated, you're in luck because you're going to learn the 13 key reasons why you're lacking the drive you need to successfully fulfill your goals, as well as how each one should be fixed precisely. You'll have the knowledge required to reawaken your inner motivator once you've seen this. So let's get going. 1. You're overworked. In today's business culture, being busy may be seen as a status symbol since it shows that you are in high demand and able to handle a variety of tasks. Although this statement could give you more self-assurance, constantly being in work mode could leave you feeling worn out and uninspired. Many people think that working to the best of one's ability implies going above and beyond what is necessary in order to surpass rivals. Even while you could see results right away, doing so might be highly exhausting. Solution: set priorities for your job and take more breaks as you go. If you need to, consider taking a nap, going for a run or a stroll, or having lunch somewhere else than your desk. Sometimes taking a brief break from our job is the greatest approach to keep focused or find solutions to our difficulties. Be careful to take breaks when they are needed. For instance, if your energy is highest in the morning, concentrate on your most difficult tasks during that time to maximize your production. Take a little break to let your mind rest after finishing your biggest or most difficult jobs. 2. You find it challenging to start. It's tough to feel inspired to undertake a project when you have no idea where to start. We've all heard that starting a big task or challenging endeavor is the hardest part, but once you really get underway, it could all seem a lot less intimidating. The secret to staying motivated when you are unclear of how to go is to remove the barriers that stop you from beginning a project in the first place. Make an attempt to work more efficiently. Try to develop a pattern that will enable you to get going and settle into your workday. Be sure to boil a cup or 3 of coffee if you find that it helps you feel more productive to ease into work mode. Try meditation or your favorite song if coffee isn't your thing. This is a fantastic technique to set the stage for your brain to naturally transition into a creative frame of mind. 3. You find it difficult to keep your personal life and job separate. In the days before cell phones took over our lives, it was common practice to leave work at the office since doing so required extra effort and planning. As we carry our work email with us, we are still psychologically and physically linked nowadays. It may be difficult to put work aside when we're not in the office, particularly if we're working on a big project or have a lot on our plate. The solution is to just quit working there. Try to keep your after-hours work and email reading to a minimum. To avoid being tempted to check emails, if it means locking your smartphone away in a drawer, do ahead. That can wait till tomorrow, whatever it is. 4. You may feel emotionally drained, distant, or both. It's generally reasonable to say that you feel emotionally detached from your job if you mentally check out while you're at work and can't recall a single thing you did after you get home. How motivated we are at work may be greatly influenced by how important we believe our work is and how connected we feel to our coworkers. Don't undervalue the effect that your emotional needs have on your level of motivation. Groups of people who respect and trust one another typically have happier and more productive employees. Strive to keep in mind why you value your job and what you hope to achieve in terms of your professional ambitions. Re-establishing contact with your job and your coworkers. If you need to connect with your coworkers, make an effort to talk to them, arrive early to meetings to engage in small talk, or just have informal conversations as you go about your day. 5. You're not effectively using your free time. After a long day of putting in a lot of effort, it could be tempting to completely turn off your brain and binge watch Netflix. Although spending all of your leisure time on the sofa could be relaxing, it can also make it difficult to muster the will to go to work the next day. Instead of wasting your free time doing as little as possible, try to do enjoyable activities that you can anticipate after a long day at work. This can be scheduling time to write One Direction fanfiction after work, or scheduling a competitive game of Settlers of Kitten with your buddies once a week. You have more energy if you do something that requires a bit more effort than sitting down and looking at a screen. 6. You're physically and psychologically worn out. It is challenging to function at our best when we are just exhausted from the day. Especially if we've been working on a task that is really challenging, we sometimes just need a break after working so many days in a row. Consider taking a break or dedicating a day to your mental well-being. Both physical and mental health are important, and ignoring either may lead to poor performance, which is detrimental to everyone. Sometimes having a day off is a great way to unwind and re-energize yourself. During your days off, do not, however, phone the office or check your email. They'll be there when you get back. 7. You need a new job. If you've done everything and still can't make yourself care about your work, it may be time to look for a new position. If you don't feel like you're making progress in your present position, you could want to talk to your employer about trying out a different one or department. If you feel that your work just doesn't matter and is depleting you of all your energy and happiness, it may be time to move on and pursue a new career path. 8. Not stay healthy. A good night's sleep and a healthy breakfast will do wonders for your motivation. Give yourself more time to cook a nutritious dinner, consider going to bed an hour earlier, and make an attempt to work out. You can recover your motivation by taking even a little walk in the morning or in the middle of the day. 9. Not reward yourself. A time management approach like the Pomodoro technique, which arranges short and long breaks throughout the day, would be something to take into consideration. If you include rewards in your schedule, you'll find it easier to inspire yourself to reach significant objectives. We suggest staying away from all devices and work-related activities during breaks to get the most out of them. 10. Not make a list. If you can, make a list to help you concentrate on choosing what has to be done first and what is most important. It might be difficult to start working when there are too many choices, but writing them down could help make the way more clear. Also, it can make it easier to complete the first items on the list. This can give you a boost of motivation and give you a feeling of accomplishment before the day's goals are even fully accomplished. 11. Do not focus. Locate music that aids in maintaining attention as a remedy. Several musical styles are known to improve concentration. You'd rather listen to background noise than real beats to bob your head to. Search for simple noises or songs that you can listen to without thinking about them. You may also employ music that blocks off distractions, such lo-fi hip-hop beats. 12. You either set your ambitions too high or too low. Either you set your goals too low to inspire you to venture outside of your comfort zone, or you set them too high, making them so challenging that you lack the expertise and guts to attempt them. Either end of the range will have an equal negative impact on your motivation and morale. Indeed, establish intimidatingly high goals. Indeed, 10x your goals will force you to come up with fresh solutions. Therefore, please make sure to set challenging yet achievable weekly goals. It will be appreciated by your driving. 13. You are impatient. You're a little frustrated since you thought you'd be there by now. You didn't think it would take so long to reach your objective. It's seriously demotivating you now. You may even be thinking about giving up due to your impatience. Understand that good things take time to manifest. Despite the fact that it may sound cliché, you must change your viewpoint on this. Keep your attention on your progress and enjoy yourself as you go. It will be just as enjoyable as achieving your goal. Appreciate small victories along the way and reward yourself for your diligence. This will enable you to maintain your optimism and restrain your impatience. If you regularly feel sane inside and bored with your work rather than excited about it, it's time to get out of that rut. Sometimes all it takes is a little reflection to figure out why we no longer have the desire to work, and then we can go back to our regular schedule. Establish boundaries to prevent work from affecting your personal life, become involved in fun activities, and take regular breaks. Also keep in mind that it could be time to change your professional path if you consistently feel down and uninspired at work. Despite the reason, regaining your drive only requires a few easy measures.